Okay, Algebra 2, we are starting something called factoring a trinomial. We've done factoring GCF. We've done factoring the difference of two squares, and this is probably one of the most important concepts in Algebra 2, actually, and which follows you through your math classes. So let's try to get a handle on this, okay? I know that you can multiply these binomials together. We've done this. We've done FOIL over and over. So let's go through them together. You have your notes. Okay, we take our first terms and multiply them together. 2x times x is 2x squared. We take 2x times 2 and get 4x. Okay, we're done with the 2x now. We've taken that times both terms. We're going to move to the 3 and multiply it times both terms. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. We can combine our middle terms. 4x plus 3x is 7x. So I get 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. Okay, not bad. Let's see what happens if it's the same numbers and the same terms, 2x, 3x, and 2. It's just this time we're subtracting both. We still get 2x squared. This time we get negative 4x and minus 3x. A negative times a negative, though, we still have plus 6. So the only difference is instead of 2x squared plus 7x plus 6, we have 2x squared minus 7x plus 6. Okay, we still have that plus 6 because here we had a positive times a positive. Here we have a negative times a negative. In both cases, we have plus 6. What if one is positive and one is negative? I have 2x plus 3, but an x minus 2. Then we're going to still have our 2x squared. That didn't change. Minus 4x plus 3x. And then a positive times a negative, we get a minus 6. Now the negative 4x plus 3x, if I add that together, I get a negative x. Okay, and then the last one, again, same terms, to the 2x and the 3 and the x and the 2, but this time the 2x is minus 3 and the x is plus 2. Nothing changes with those first terms. It's still 2x squared plus 4x minus 3x. And then a negative times a positive again gives me a negative 6. So this time we have 2x squared plus x minus 6. Okay? So let's look at our answers here. What we're going to have to do, guys, we're going to be given, this is going to be the problem, 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. And we're going to have to be able to factor it into the 2x plus 3 and the x plus 2. Okay? We're going to be given this problem. We're going to be given this problem, 2x squared minus 7x plus 6. And we're going to have to know, hey, that came from 2x minus 3x minus 2. We're going to be given 2x squared minus x minus 6. And we're going to have to factor it into 2x plus 3, x minus 2. We're going to be given 2x squared plus x minus 6. And we're going to need to factor back to that. Okay, that's where we're going. Okay. The key is thinking about this in backwards from how we FOIL. Okay, you know how to FOIL. You've been doing that beautifully all year. Here's my 4 answers. 2x squared plus 7x plus 6, minus 7x plus 6, minus x minus 6 plus x minus 6. Okay, those are those 4 answers. Okay, what I want you to notice, with this plus 6 at the end, like, do you notice that the first term and the last term are the same each time, if you're not thinking about positive or negative, I got 2x squared every single time in the front. I got a 6 every time last. It's just sometimes it was -6, sometimes it was +6. The middle terms were 4 different things. +7, -7, -1, +1. All right? What happens is this first term, the 2x squared, came from the first terms multiplied together. Okay, so they don't change each time, right? The last term comes from the last terms multiplied together. 3 times 2, 3 times 2, 3 times 2, 3 times 2. The thing is, it was positive when both these signs were the same. If I have positive, positive, then my last term will be positive. If I have negative, negative, then my last term will be positive. My last term is negative if the signs are different, either positive, negative, or negative, positive, whichever it happens to be. If the signs are different, then that last term is going to be negative. Where I get this middle term comes from the outer, it came from the outer, I call them the outer terms multiplied together, plus the inner, right? This came from 4x and 3x, in this case added together. 4x and 3x added together again, but both negative. 4x and 3x, this time the 4x was negative and the 3x was positive, which gave me the -1. 4x and 3x, this time the 4x was positive and the 3x was negative. If I add that, I get a +1. Okay? So what we do, what I do when I see a trinomial, right? Remember, 3 terms. Nothing in common. I can't take a 2 out of all 3. Can't take an x out of all 3. There's nothing in common. Then I hope that there are 2 binomials that I can multiply together and get this trinomial, okay? So first I look at the first term, 2x squared, and I think, what can multiply to 2x squared? There's only one thing, 2x times x. Okay, sometimes there's a couple things. We'll get to those. But right now, I know this has to be 2x and x. Then I go, whoops, nice if I wrote it. Then I go to the last term, 6. And I think, how can I multiply to get to 6? One way might be 1 times 6. And then what I do is I check my outer and my inner and see if that somehow can add to 7. This outer product is 12x. This inner product is 1x. There's no way to add or subtract 12 and 1 and get 7. So I'm like, oh, that's not it. Maybe the 6 and 1 were in the other order. Maybe I'll put 6 here and 1 there. Now let's see what my outer and inner are. Well, that would be 2x for my outer product. 2x times 1 is 2x. 6 times x is 6x. Oh, that's closer, but nope, I can't get 7. 6x plus 2x is 8x. 6x minus 2x is 4x. Like, no. Well, that's not the only way to multiply to 6. Another way is 3 times 2. So I go, okay, my outer is 4x. My inner is 3x. And 4x plus 3x. Yep, so they must both be pluses. 4x plus 3x gives me 7x, and I'm done. And I do a quick FOIL, and I see it works. If it didn't work, I would put 2 here and 3 there. You know, just you have to just keep trying. It's called trial and error. Okay, you keep trying until you find the ones that work. But you don't have to, people are like, oh my goodness, how do I know what to try? You try things that multiply to 2x. You try things that multiply to 6. And then you do your outer and inners until you find the middle term. Okay? So one thing that I like to look at is the last term. If the last term is positive, then I know that this is going to be both the same sign and they're both going to be plus. In this case, it's both the same sign and they're both going to be minus. Okay? I look at the last term. If the last term is positive, I know my binomials will have the same sign, either both positive or both negative. Okay? And I can tell that from the middle term. If my last term is negative, then I know I have different ones, and that's really all I know. It could be minus plus, it could be plus minus. I have to play with that one a little more. Okay? So let's look here. I have last term positive. Awesome. I know for a fact that I'm going to have plus plus. I love when the last term's positive. Okay, I know it's plus plus because of this. In this one, oh, awesome. Oops, why did I do that? In this one, I know for a fact this is going to be minus minus, right? Because the last term's the same, is positive, that means it's going to be the same, both negative. Okay, how do I get 3x squared? One way. 3x times x. That's the only option. It's the only thing that multiplies to 3. 5, the only thing is 5 times 1. Let's see if that works. I take my outer product. 3x times 1 is 3x. My inner, that's 5x. Is there any way that 3x and 5x can combine to give me 16x? Sugars. No. Well, I picked the wrong way to write 5 and 1. I should have written the 1 here and the 5 there. Now let's see what the outer and inner are. My outer product, 3x times 5, that's 15x. 1 times x. Yep, 1x and 15x add to 16x, so I must have, now I have it right. The final answer is 3x plus 1 times x plus 5. Right? 3x plus 1 times x plus 5. Let me try it. That's 3x squared plus 15x plus 1x. Yep, that's plus 16x. And then plus 5. Foil it. Make sure you get there. How can I multiply up to 2x squared? Oh, one way, just 2x times x. 14, well, that's 7 times 2. I'll try it this way. My outer then, that's a 7. Outer would be 4x, negative 4x. 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. Negative 7 times x is negative 7x. Yes, that adds to negative 11. I got the right one first try. I might foil it just to make sure. See, that's 2x squared minus 4x minus 7x. That's minus 11x. Negative 7 times negative 2 is positive 14. Got it. Okay. That's how we play. This one, what multiplies to x squared? Well, just x times x. What multiplies to 12? Hello. Lots of things. Maybe 6 times 2. And I don't know where to put the plus or minus either. I know they're going to be different signs. That's a 2x. That's a 6x. Anyway, 2x and 6x can give me a negative 1x in the middle. Nope. I don't think that's right. And we will go on to We'll finish this up in number 2, part 2.